Hi Zack, I'm Zaki from Singapore in Sing.com. Yes, congratulations on the new movie.
Oh, thank you so
let's begin why we're here. Two of pop culture's biggest icon going toe to toe with each other. So how does this clash of the superhero titans become the catalyst for the expansion of the DC extended universe?
Yeah, it seemed to make sense to me that once you sort of conceptualize a world where Batman and Superman can fight, you really open the door to a larger DC universe, right? And that was really kind of what the thinking was. I thought once I said to the studio I want to bring Batman in and have him fight Superman, they were like, wow, okay, that's a big deal. And I was like, yeah. But what I think is the bonus is that you have really an open door now to Justice League into a greater DC slate.
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
Is it easy to bring in all these new characters, with all their fantastical stories into the reality you set up in Man of Steel?
No, honestly it's not. It's a big labor, and it's fun because I'm a fan, and the work is incredibly satisfying. But it is work, because you have to sculpt each one of their backstories. You have to make all the backstories link up and make sense, and you have to have a timeline that goes all the way back to ancient times, because all these little we planted all these seeds for other bad guys or other villains or other universes that all kind of come together. So we've had our hands full with sort of this creation, but we're really excited about the future.
In a way, Dawn of Justice is about just two people trying to understand each other in an extreme way. But I also see, how the movie somehow reflects real-world events. The war on terror, the consequences of unchecked power, collateral damage. Is that something you want to do when you set out the movie in the first place?
100%. I felt like sort of unilateralism and sort of that idea, it was really a thing that we wanted to express through these characters, and also just like I was saying earlier, revenge versus justice, and just all these sort of complex concepts.
Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
Well, here I am.
I think that just speaks to the iconographic power of the characters, that they can embody these things pretty effortlessly without having to, you to push artificial importance onto the characters. That you can imagine that sometimes you would think, oh, they're just superheroes, so it's just fun, right? Yeah. But I think that Batman and Superman, they're bigger than the sort of concept of superheroes anyway. So it's fun, and frankly, it allows the movie to be maybe more than people expect.
Can you talk about this Batman and Bruce Wayne? What's Bruce Wayne's motivation now? He's living in a world where there's godlike people.
Yeah, I think that's it. There's a great speech. I think it was in one of the trailers where he says to Alfred, even if there's just even a 1% chance that he's our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute chance to destroy him.
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. If we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
I think that shows that because I think that Batman feels like he's the only one that's that's saying guys, really, we're gonna just rely on his kindness. We're gonna rely on the fact that everyone says he's nice. So what if one day he just decided that we weren't nice? Then what? And we have no way to stop him. And I think that's an interesting, sort of philosophical concept, And I think that on the other hand, you have Superman, who's listen, we have laws, there's a reason that we have a system that works. Batman, you can't just go and beat a criminal up and take him to jail without judge, jury, and executioner. That's not cool. We don't. That's not how society works. So you have this really great sort of clash of, which by the way, we take for granted in the Batman movie. We don't even think about the fact that Batman just beat that guy up and put him in jail. We just think, oh, that's right, because that guy was bad. But look, what about due process and all?
He thinks he's above the law.
The Daily Planet criticizing those who think they're above the law is a little hypocritical, wouldn't you say?
You know, so it's fun that we as a society enjoy the sort of construct of these superheroes, but it's also fun to hold a mirror up to that exact our acceptance of that concept and shine a light on it, and then allow it to then work itself out and become. Now we realize sort of the full philosophical importance of the two characters. Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about my ranting answer.
Okay.
That was awesome.